So we're just having a look at the lawn that we did last year, and it's established pretty well, looks quite good, just about ready for a feed. But just looking around the back here, there is a couple of little areas where it's a little bit sort of patchy, and I think what's happened is that little things that were on the tree last year have dropped down. Birds have come and pecked away and eaten them, or they've been eating some little tiny grubs or something. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do a little bit of overseeding here. Just started with the fork, just pricking the surface. Then I'm going to mix a bit of seed with soil, spread that in. So we key the surface by pricking it over, then add the soil and seed mix, and then that's watered, and then that will germinate in the next 2 weeks, and then it all needs a good feed. What I'm going to do with this, with these little holes, I've just pricked it over with the fork just so that that creates a key, and then I've got my seed in here, and then what I'm going to do, I've just sieved some nice soil, so just put that through a 5mm sieve. So I'm going to mix some seed in with that nice soil, mix it all up together, and then what I'm going to do is just to fill in here. So you kind of make it pretty much seed rich, if you like. So you've got plenty of seed, so you better see it. Probably about 15-20 grams per metre squared is what you want to be aiming at. Any leaves, of course, we'll put them out of the way. We'll just work that around. And you can see the grass also here, a little bit yellow, so it needs a little bit of nitrogen there just to pull it up. So just a spring feed, something like a 20-10-10 would do it. Just gives it a little bit of feed. Another reason why you get this problem where you get little holes in your lawn is if you don't box off the clippings and leave the clippings on. And sometimes what it does, it just leaves a clump of grass and it kills the grass underneath. So that's a big problem. So all I'm doing is doing this. I'm also going to put a little bit of soil, I'm going to put a bit of soil over the top as well, just to top dress it a little bit, just to take it up to the right level. So down there you can see plenty of seed in there, and just keep working that around. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to add a little bit more seed into the top, put it in together, just work it together, just work that seed in so you've got a nice, already in connection. So on this seed, because the lawn had got, it was quite a hard wearing lawn, I've actually got some ryegrass and smooth stock meadowgrass in here, so that'll work well and blend with the existing mix. What you don't want to do is to put like a fescue bent mix, which is a fine mix, in with this, because it will look really odd. You could actually have some slightly shady mix like Poa nemorales in the mix, but I'm going for something that's going to germinate quite quickly and fill this out. Rye and smooth stock meadow are very quick germinating, so that will help solve this problem. The beauty of this one, it's got a little bit of mycorrhizal. If you look in the packet here, root grow mycorrhizal fungi. So this has got root grow mycorrhizal fungi in it, which will help the roots to spread out and be more resilient when it's dry. So that's an addition there, and so we'll just pop the rest of that on, just literally finishing off now. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to just top dress a little bit here, and then just use the brush just to brush it in a little bit. So now just a bit of top dressing just where it's gone a little bit bumpy, just to get rid of those bumps so it's easy to mow, and that'll just sort it out. So this is just mainly soil now, only a very thin covering, just to sort of top that all up, and then we'll brush it in, and then of course it's got to have a good soak. The most important thing is giving it a really good watering, and then that will really kind of sort it all out. So anywhere where there's a bit more of a bump, you can just put a little bit more in, just to fill that gap up. And there we go. That's pretty much it. And we'll use this last little bit. So now what we do, just going to use a brush, just going to lightly brush it in, just a very, very gentle brush in with that. Could use a besom or a lute or whatever you've got, just to brush it in a little bit, just level up a little bit. That's all done. So the next thing we've got to do, of course, is to give it a really good soaking. And so what I'm going to do is just use this sort of rotary sprinkler and pop that sort of, I'm just putting it off the middle so it catches the whole area. Pop that in there, and we'll turn that on and give that a good old soak, and then we'll get the rest of the lawn done, and that should be fine. So that should be up in about 2 weeks, and the lawn knit together, you know, quite well. You can just top it with a rotary mower. Just take about 1/3 of the height off, and then you know, you can gradually reduce the height of the cut, and then that will marry it all together, and that should be fine. That's it. See you next time.